Alrighty everyone, we're going to do a reading vlog time. This is the book my teacher gave me. One of my teachers gave me for summer reading because I was reading Crime and Punishment. I have not finished Crime and Punishment. I plan on finishing it before summer ends. Also this book. I'm on page 30 right now. I haven't been reading it that much because it's like, I really like long books, but I have to be in the mood for them. Like I tend to prefer longer books because I like being like but like slowly guided into a new world. Alright, here's my other stack of books. We have okay, this is continuing on from my physical TBR, which I haven't finished because the other book that I was reading was The Final Offer, and I was reading that on my phone, which I finished, and it was amazing. And I'll talk about that during my wrap-up. That's coming up next week, I think. We have Restlessness. I'm halfway done this. Page 92 only. It's pretty interesting. I haven't touched this book in 3 months. But yeah, this book, I haven't touched this book in 3 months either. The last time I read this book was last Thursday, so literally a week ago. I'm only on page 114. There's like 500 pages. And this book, it's the trilogy. I'm on the second book right now, but I haven't touched it. I honestly could finish this entire book today because of how easy it is to read, because it is a freaking young adult book, but I haven't gotten to it. But I feel like I should just like stick with this one right now and then just like read 50 pages of this every day, but I don't know. So those are some of the books. My plan is for this reading vlog that I finish at least half of these. However, I went to the library and I got some fun books as well, so I think this will be my next reading vlog because I need to do reading vlogs. So we have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey, The Gentleman's Gambit by Evie Dunmore, and The It Girl by Ruth Ware. So the reason for this book is because Ruth Ware is one of my favorite authors. I actually did have 3 of her books, but a pesticide decided to take the 3rd one. So yeah, Love on the Brain because I didn't want to read it on my e-reader, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it because the first 10 pages I don't even like, and I'm pretty sure this girl has galaxy leggings or galaxy something. Tessa Bailey is good for smut, so I got her. I know I'm only okay, you know what, I said what I said. This book was on like the recommended parts of the library, and I read this part and it looked really interesting. Though these books are gonna be for the next reading vlog, but I'm waiting for my friend to come over right now. She should be coming over in like 20 minutes. Like, maybe we could do a draw. Not a draw, but like a fun little number generator. Number between 1 and 5.
1.
Okay, so apparently we're reading Crime and Punishment, but I don't want to do that, so pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
Okay, so apparently we're reading this book. Like, there's 2 books in here. So, that'll be it. And then, I guess I'll just have to, like, read these 2 mindfully. Anyway, let's continue reading The Sun Also Rises, shall we?
Whatever was beneath them, obscured by layers of chiffon.
I'm outside on my balcony with some root beer, and I'm gonna listen to an audiobook while I do one of these. Okay, I've like given up, so we're gonna start reading It Girl by Ruth Ware, and hopefully it gets me going. There's only 400 pages, and I love her novels, so I'm assuming it'll be a fast read. Okay, I got bored of the book. I know, bad, but then I did my nails. And I'm complaining because why is this one intensely longer? Look at that. Compared to like all of these, why is this one so much longer? But look how cute they are. I really like them. They're for my sister's grad, I know, but they're so nice. Did I just film myself watching TikTok on my tablet? Yes, I did. And I'd do it again. And you would do it too. It's the day before my sister's grad. I just went to the gym. And the one thing I realized while I was doing cardio was that I don't know how to breathe while doing cardio. Like, walking is fine at a reasonable pace. But I was on the Stairmaster
I was aiming for 20 minutes, but then I was like, I can't do this, so I settled for 15. But when I was at the 14th mark, this one came off, and then my thumb came off when I was putting my pants on, and I think I've decided that I'm gonna get rid of these and then just put the flat ones on and then paint my nails red because I'm wearing a black dress tomorrow. I promise I didn't abandon you guys. Yesterday I read Because of Miss Bridgerton for like 2 hours. I'm 74% done because of Miss Bridgerton. I am on page 186 of 251, so that's about 70 pages left. Well, not even 70 because sometimes those like extra excerpts at the end that I always skip. It's really interesting. The characters, I feel like with how short this book is, it makes sense that it's not a slow burn like other Julia Quinn books. And it's also like one of the prequels, I think. Yes, because the main character in this book, her name is Sylvia or something, but they call her Billy. And she's Edmund Bridgerton's older sister, and Edmund is Violet Bridgerton's husband and the father of the 8 children from, you know, like the main Bridgerton books. I'm gonna search up and see if this is the only prequel, because I actually love the Bridgerton universe. So I finished, these are the Bridgerton books. I finished all of those 2 years ago. I'm going to do a reread probably next year because I just feel like it's better to reread. And I read them in the summer too. And I don't think I'm gonna have enough time because I'm reading a lot of my favorite books as well. I do it every year. Prequels to the Bridgerton series. Yeah, there's 4 of them. Those are the 4 that I'm gonna begin. And it continues on. My goal is to finish this book today and then finish, I don't even know where that other book is, but you know that small book called Restlessness? I'm pretty far along it as well, but I don't know. I feel like this book is getting really repetitive. So I enjoyed it for the first half, but since it's getting repetitive, I'm just like, I was gonna give it like a really high mark, but I think I'll just go with like a 2 or 3 because of how repetitive it's getting. Like if it wasn't that repetitive, I probably would have finished it by now because I was binge reading it a couple days ago. Final challenge, speedrun this book. I finished If He Had Been With Me. It was a very sad book, but I read it on audiobook, and sometimes audiobooks make me cry, but not this one. I guess if I had been more into it, I would have cried, but I will be continuing on to the second book of it. I just found out, but I think the way that it ended it could have been like, it was really good the way that it was ended, honestly. Anyway, it wasn't like the same it was like the same reading experience I had with listening to the audiobook of 1,000 Boy Kisses, which I love that book, guys. I really like that book, but it was obviously different. But maybe if I did read it on paper, I would have cried. This concludes this reading vlog. I know I don't really like showing myself reading because I just don't like doing the time lapses, but I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the wrap up because I'm planning on filming that probably today, but